Hello guys, I welcome you all on this wonderful platform that is BYJU'S exam prep. Today we are going to talk about a very important point of discussion. Generally I get a lot of doubt from the students on how we shall revise because jo bhi padhte hai, we just forget about that. When we complete one subject we are confident, when we enter into the second we forget about the first one. But we need to cover 10 to 12 subjects and need to retain till the exam. So guys, keeping that in mind, today I am here to tell you everything about how to revise effectively, so that you can retain it till the gate exam. Then only you will be able to get AIR1 in the exam. So guys, before we start the session, those who are watching me for the first time, this is some detail about me. My name is Dheeraj Sardana and I am having around 10 plus years of experience, and these are some detail about me. So guys, now before we start, I would like to tell you the main contents of this session, that what you are going to get from this session. So guys, first of all, we will discuss what is the need to revise, why we shall revise. Then second, the types or techniques of revision, because when we are going for revision, there should be some techniques, because these techniques only are going to help you to retain it for the longer duration. Then my dear, last we will be discussing about the Parkinson's rule and 80-20 rule. These two are my favorite. All the times I am coming up with these two, because whatever today's session is going to be, that is totally technical. Totally technical means whatever I will be telling you, it is not like I have just sat down and whatever come to my mind and I am telling you. It is not like that. Whatever we are going to talk about in this session, it is technical, based on scientific research, studies, and that only I am going to present you in front of you. Okay. So guys, first of all, we will talk about why revision is required. I feel the answer is very simple, because we forget. But how we forget, that also we need to see. After how many time we forget, that also we need to see. So this is a curve which is made by taking a lot of lakhs of students, and the curve was made by Hermann Ebbinghaus. It is said to be forgetting curve. This tells you that if you are going to have something, some information, after how much time you are going to forget about that. So let us say you just completed a lecture at some instant, you got some 100% information. It will start reducing and it will reach to around 60% within 20 minutes. It will reach to less than 50%. Then I would say around 25, more than 25 means around 30% within one day. So just within one day, you are able to have only 30% of that, 70% have gone. And after that, it will start reducing with a lower rate. And after 31st day, means 1 month, you will be retaining approximately 25% of that. So guys, this curve clearly saying that why we need to revise, because otherwise, actually God have given us a wonderful memory that can retain many things. Our data, you can say our memory is having a very large power. It is not like 2 TB, 1 TB, 512 GB, not like that. It is having a wonderful memory, but with a side effect that it forgets with time, and that is necessary to live actually. Many people may be thinking, why God have not given us the memory which always remember the things like computer, laptop. So guys, if it would be there, it would be very difficult to live the life, because there are some incident in the life which we shall not remember. Okay, we want to forget. So that is why that's the beauty, so that we can live peacefully. God have given such a memory to us. Okay. So guys, next we will talk about, we got to know that why the revision is required. Now the point is when to revise. Okay. So for that there is a curve, and that is going to tell you when the revision should be there. So you can see you got 100% here. If you will not be revising, it will go down like this. So we must revise for the first time within the 24 hours, within a day. Because if the first revision will be done within a day, within 24 hours, you will get once again the 100% after this revision. Then once again you will start forgetting. then second revision should be within the 3 days. Okay, second revision should be within the 3 days. So when you will be coming up with the second revision within the 3 days, then my dear, you will be going up for the third revision. You will once again slowly forgetting. And I would like to say, try to have the third revision within a week and then fourth revision within a month. After these 4 revisions, you will never forget the things. If still you feel that whenever you are going to attempt the test, if final, just a quick revision of the formula would be required only, that you can definitely do in 10-15 minutes for a chapter, because remembering the formula, revising the formula is not a time taking process. So as I said, first revision should be within a day, second should be within 3 days, third should be within 7 days, fourth should be within 30 days. That you must follow. Yes, if you want to slightly reduce that, which generally I suggest students, you can skip this 3 days wala part. You can go for first revision within 1 day, second within 7 days, third within a month, and fourth within 6 months. This is what I generally suggest to the student, and this is from the scientific. Thoda sa we can have that. That's not a problem. If you're going with the second one also, that's perfectly fine. Okay, you can retain it till your examination. So you must follow this thing, and then you will be able to retain it for the longer duration. I feel you got it, guys. Then my dear, we are coming up with the revision techniques. I already told you some techniques are active, some are passive. So we will see how we shall revise and how these techniques will be helping us. So guys, the very first revision technique, we will be going up with the active technique. And the very first active technique is related to the question notes. So whenever you are going to start revising a topic, you must frame some question on one side. Like you will be taking a A4 size paper like this, you will be folding it, and on one side you will be just writing the question. Like let us say you are going to revise any topic, let us say matrices. What are matrices? What are the use of matrices? How many types of matrices? How the matrices will be solved? So that in that way. So I have taken the topic of mathematics. You can take some technical topic that will be easier for us, like friction. We will be having what is friction, how it acts, what are the situation when it acts, what are the types of frictions, whether friction is a good thing or bad thing, what are the applications of friction. So this is how you will be framing some of the questions. And what will happen in that way? When you will be framing that kind of questions, you will be getting the answer of them. Okay. So if you are not able to get the answer of any of the question, there you will be searching for your notes and you will be finding that points. With that, you are going to revise only those things which you are forgetting actually. So that will save your time first of all. And second thing, why it is said to be active, because you are making the active efforts in this, and this is said to be the one of the best way, because in that way you are going to frame some wonderful question which examiner is also going to ask, interviewer is also going to ask, and parallelly you are trying to give the answers of them. So that is said to be the best one. Okay, so this is the questions which are generally coming in the mind: who, where, what, why, how, when, why, how. So these should be the questions for which you need to have the answers. If you have not, you need to go for the revision, and we will be searching for the same particular point, and then we will write the answers. Okay, so this is something related to the first active technique. Then we are moving to the second active technique, that is related to the discussion. So guys, yes, during COVID the things have been changed. Before that we were having offline classes where we met with the friends and we were making a group where we were having some kind of good discussions. They are not necessarily good discussions. Some students are having some other kinds of discussion. They are starting for studies, but they are starting discussing some other things and just making fun, enjoying and all kind of things. That should not be there. So if you are going for that kind of healthy discussions, how it can help, because maybe you have some kind of questions which are not cleared for you in the classes, that can be cleared with the discussion, because every person have some way of thinking. He may give you something extra which you do not have, and you feel that it may help you in the interviews and all. And other thing also, nowadays we are having some Telegram groups, WhatsApp groups. There also that kind of discussions are possible. There I feel wastage of time will be lesser as well, because there you will be talking about the calm ki things only the things where we will be getting something. Okay, and their faculties are also there, so that could be a better option in these active techniques. So going online will be better for this type of technique nowadays. Okay, so you can join my Telegram channel for the same also, Mechanical by Dheeraj Sardana, and there are all faculties of BYJU'S Exam Prep have their individual Telegram channels. Now my dear, the third technique is teach someone. Actually there is a famous quote given by Sir Einstein, that is, if you cannot explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. अगर आप किसी को आसानी से समझा नहीं सकते तो इसका मतलब आप इसको सही से समझते भी नहीं है. So that is said to be the best way. If you know something in a nice way, you can teach it to anyone in the same way. So my dear, it is the best way. So obviously you will find around a lot of people who want your help. I am not saying ki all the time you need to have some person who do not want to study now. Try to have those friends who are also preparing. Maybe some of your friend who is not taking any coaching and he need your help for explaining. Yes, in that case you can help him. Otherwise, you can assume any imaginary thing, like you are teaching to anyone. There is nobody in front of you, but you can just start teaching. In that way also you will have a good practice. And why? What will be the benefit of that? When you will be teaching, you will get to know your weak areas. Maybe the person to whom you are teaching, he may not also ask you anything, but you will get an idea where you are weak into, because there you will be having a fear ki kahin ye wahan se pooch na le. You will also get an idea where you need to improve yourself. So guys, this is the one of the best way I would like to say in the active techniques, if you are talking about as I said, for revision purpose. So guys, here I would like to say about the Feynman technique. What he said first of all, choose a concept. Then he said teach a toddler, teach any person, okay, find out, and then identify the gaps. While teaching, you will be able to identify the gaps, where you are lagging, where you need to improve, and then review and simplify. Like whenever you will be explaining someone to something, you will get to know where the you can say what you are explaining explanation is not good. So there you need to improve actually. Okay, there you will get an idea that you are not clear about that point. So that will help you. So it is not necessary to be done with a person. You can make it like with an empty room also. I also, when started, I was just practicing teaching on the board alone. Okay, so that will help you. Now we are talking about the passive techniques. In the passive techniques, my dear, some students have habit to write all the times. So in that way, if you are going to revise, you can make the short notes. While making the short notes, you will be revising the things. That is the passive way. And here you must try to make some kinds of you can say flow charts that will make the things easier for you to understand. You can make for some like flow chart and flow diagrams. Okay, you can also use some kind of sticky notes. So all these things will be making you can say you will revise the thing, and also you will be having the short notes for the revision time at the time of your examination. Then my dear, we are talking about the two very important rules. I told you at the end we will be talking about. The first one is 80-20 rule. This is a very, very important one. So when we are talking about 80-20 rule, guys, then I would like to tell you that there are some 20% topics in any of the subject, out of which 80% marks are coming. 80% weightage is given to the 20% topics. So whenever you are going to start a subject or a class or a, you can say, syllabus, you must understand those important topics. Identify those topics. For that, you can use previous year's question, or you can take the help of classes. Like whenever I start any topic, I tell the important topics from which questions are coming with more frequency. I am not saying leave all the things. I am saying make more effort there. More effort means if other thing you are revising for the 4 times, revise these for the 5 times. If you are solving 10 questions of other topics, solve 12 for this. That is the only thing I am saying. So this is said to be the wonderful 80-20 rule, and if you are going to follow this rule, I am saying you will be getting good marks with the less hard work. Then my dear, I am coming to the last but not the least, the second rule, Parkinson's rule. We all human have a tendency actually, and that tendency is like whenever we have some time to do something, we always try to fill the gap. Like if some task is given to you for 10 days and that task may be of 2-3 days, but we will try to elongate it because we know we have long time. It happens many times. If you see, like whenever we were getting the assignments, we were always completing it on the last day. In the starting we go slowly because we know we are having enough days. And every time when you prepare for the exam, like if you prepare for the 6 months, you may be thinking that it would be better if I would be having 1 year. But believe me, if you are serious about the studies, maybe you can do that in those 6 months, which you may not be doing in that 1 year. I'm not saying that make the targets which are impossible, like I will be complete syllabus in 2 days. Not like that. They should be practical. But yes, as I say, they should be practical. So if something demands 6 months to do, you can have 7 months for that, not 1 year for that. Okay. And if you are having more time, try to go it with more number of revisions then. Okay. So like you can see, actually we were going like that. Then we get to know that time is more. We just starting giving lesser effort because we were having the extra time. So work expend to fill the time available for its completion. So always try to make the practical goals, not give too long times. Okay. And if you have more time, go for more revisions then. Okay. So that is something about the Parkinson's rule. So the conclusion is, first of all, define the timeline for the revisions. And the best way is try to put the mock test for you. Like you will be having the test series. So keep a test, like after 10 days, I am going to appear for a test of this subject. So I will be having a definite time of 10 days for that. And 10th day, I will be appearing for the test. Okay. So that is one thing. Use both active and passive techniques based on your requirement and based on your availabilities. Okay. So I have given you both active and passive techniques. Try to go for 4 to 5 revision before exam. And guys, as I said, this Parkinson's rule is very important. Take care of that. So guys, if you have any queries, you can ask me in the comment section, and just join my Telegram channel Mechanical by Dheeraj Sardana. You will get the notification, PDF notes, session updates, daily important question, doubt clarification, all the things you will be getting. Okay, fine. So guys, goodbye for this session. And if you have not downloaded the BYJU'S exam prep app, you can do that. So goodbye, stay tuned with us, and all the best for your exams.